And according to your website, you're also, I'm going to quote here, a longtime Democratic Party activist who served as a member of the 2016 Democratic National Convention's Platform Standing Committee, close quote. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. You support Hamas, do you not?
Senator, oddly enough, I'm going to say thank you for that question because it demonstrates the purpose of our hearing today in a very
Let's start first
way.
with a yes or no.
Hamas is a foreign terrorist organization that I do not support, but you asking the executive director of the Arab American Institute that question very much puts the focus on the issue of hate in our country.
Well, I got your answer, and I appreciate it. What is the, you support Hezbollah too, don't you?
Again, I find this line of questioning extraordinarily disappointing.
There's a saying in politics, when the guard dog dozes off, the predators start making the laws. So before we get into this, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Uncensored Headlines. Pour yourself whatever keeps you alert, coffee, water, whiskey, champagne, your call. You're going to want to stay locked in, because what went down in that Senate hearing was eye-opening. Senator John Kennedy came in with no time to waste. One by one, he put America's most powerful universities under the microscope: Harvard, Berkeley, UCLA, NYU. Different campuses, same disturbing story. They admitted Jewish students have been harassed. They admitted it was brushed aside in the name of DEI. And despite all of it, they continue to receive federal funding. What unfolded wasn't confusion or misunderstanding. It was a clear glimpse into how deep the problem runs inside elite higher education.
Do you believe there are a substantial number of people at Harvard University who believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to harass Jews?
I do.
That's a yes?
Yes.
And do you believe those people have acted on their self-anointed right to harass Jews?
Yes.
And has the administration at Harvard University allowed that to happen?
Yes.
Is that true at University of California at Berkeley?
Yes.
How about UCLA?
Yes.
How about NYU?
Yes.
A lot of other universities too. Isn't that the case?
That is correct.
Now, Title VI says that if you receive federal money, you can't harass Jews. Isn't that true?
That is correct.
Has the Biden-Harris administration taken away the money of Harvard?
No.
How about Berkeley?
Nope.
How about UCLA?
No, sir.
How about NYU?
Nope.
They've just talked, haven't they?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you think this condoned behavior at these universities, this condoned belief at these universities, and let me state it again, they believe in diversity, equity, inclusion, and the right to harass Jews. It's what they believe. What you do is what you believe. Everything else is just cottage cheese. Do you think that is consistent with their mission as universities?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So above and beyond the question of money, it is the morality, the purpose of higher education in America, is it not?
That is correct.
Mr. Barrett, you are the executive director of the Arab American Institute. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
Okay. And according to your website, you're also, I'm going to quote here, a longtime Democratic Party activist who served as a member of the 2016 Democratic National Convention's Platform Standing Committee, close quote. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. You support Hamas, do you not?
Senator, oddly enough, I'm going to say thank you for that question because it demonstrates the purpose of our hearing today in a very
Let's start first
way.
with a yes or no.
Hamas is a foreign terrorist organization that I do not support, but you asking the executive director of the Arab American Institute that question very much puts the focus on the issue of hate in our country.
Well, I got your answer, and I appreciate it. What is the, you support Hezbollah too, don't you?
Again, I find this line of questioning extraordinarily disappointing,
Is that a
Senator.
no?
That
or
You
yes?
you have Arab American constituents that you represent
is
in
that
your great state.
Yes, ma'am, I understand that, but my time's limited, and I apologize, but is that a yes or a no?
Yes or no question to do I support Hezbollah? The answer is I don't support violence, whether it's Hezbollah, Hamas, or any other entity that invokes
You
it.
can't
So
bring
no, sir.
yourself to say no, can you?
No, I can say no. I can say yes.
But
What
you
I can
haven't.
say is
You just
your
can't
line
make
of
yourself do
questioning.
it. Do you
Senator,
support or oppose Iran and their hatred of Jews?
again, I'm going to emphasize Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, none of them is going to, this
You
discussion.
can't bring yourself to say no, can
Sir,
you?
I don't support.
It's real simple.
Excuse me. I'm going to,
Ian,
if I may, as a Muslim woman, sir, I'm going to tell you I do not support Iran. But what I will tell you is that this conversation.
I'm running out of time. I'm
Okay.
sorry. You called our decision to
Please.
cut funding. You called our decision to cut fund. Well, first, what's the United Nations Relief and Works Agency?
It's UNRWA, which is
Yeah.
the institution that exists to provide services and aid to the nearly 6 million Palestinian refugees.
And you called our decision to cut funding for them, quote, an incredible moral failure, close quote.
That is absolutely correct. But again, I would suggest that conversation
And
is about foreign
we
policy.
did that because 9 UNRWA staff members were fired for actually helping Hamas on October 7th. Isn't that the case?
I don't believe that that's correct in terms
Let me
of.
ask you one more
please.
time. You support Hamas, don't you? You
Sir.
support UNRWA and Hamas, don't you?
Sir,
Please.
I think it's exceptionally disappointing that you're looking at an Arab American witness before you and saying you support Hamas.
You know what's disappointing to me?
I do not
you
support
can't
Hamas.
Bring yourself
I do
to
not
say
support Hamas
You don't
or any-
support UNRWA. You don't support Hamas. You don't.
I was very
support
clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't
I
support
oppose-
Iran. You should hide your head in a bag.
Your time has expired. Please, Ms. Berry, I'm going to allow you to respond to any one or all of those questions at this point.
Senator Durbin, thank you very much for holding this hearing and for elevating the issue of hate crime. It's regrettable that as I sit here, have experienced the very issue that we're attempting to deal with today. The introduction of foreign policy is not how we keep Arab Americans or Jewish Americans or Muslim Americans or Black people or Asian Americans, anybody safe. This has been regrettably a real disappointment, but very much an indication of the danger to our democratic institutions that we're in now. And I deeply regret that, and I do hope that my testimony today has been helpful to understanding the need to respond to hate.
Title 6 is straightforward. If you accept federal funding, you cannot tolerate harassment of Jewish students. Yet the Biden-Harris administration hasn't cut a single dollar from these universities. Not a cent. Instead, they offer statements, panel discussions, and performative gestures, everything except real accountability. Then came a jaw-dropping moment with James Zagby, a prominent Democratic activist. Senator Kennedy asked one simple question: do you support Hamas or Hezbollah? Zagby didn't answer, no. Instead, he dodged the question, challenged the framing, and worried about optics, but never condemned the terrorist groups responsible for killing civilians. That hesitation spoke louder than any speech he's ever given about fighting hate in America. Kennedy pressed further, asking about UNRWA, an agency whose staff were caught aiding Hamas on October 7th. Zagby called cutting U.S. funding a moral failure. A moral failure? The real moral failure is forcing American taxpayers to bankroll an organization tied to terror while Jewish students face harassment on campuses funded by those same dollars. Then Senator Durbin tried to diffuse the tension by blending rising anti-Semitism with anti-Arab hate crimes. Yes, both are real and must be condemned, but lumping them together ignores the urgent rot inside universities. Higher education has abandoned neutrality, protection, and moral courage. After covering politics for over 20 years, I've learned one thing: when leaders refuse to name the danger grows. This hearing didn't just reveal bias, it revealed a crisis of cowardice infecting both academia and Washington, and unless we demand accountability now, campuses will keep sliding further into ideological chaos. Stick with uncensored headlines. We don't sugarcoat. We don't sanitize. We expose the truth.